Well, it's another day. Hello, Lester. See what he
How you
wants.
doing? I've heard you've been, well, like I said, the less I know, the better. You know how I told you before not to touch that thing with a 10-foot barge pole? Well, to be honest, I wouldn't touch this either. Some redneck drug dealer asked a friend.
Yep, so first thing I have to do here is I need to put my money in the bank. Haven't been playing because I haven't been feeling well. But I'm still trying to do the same thing, which was to level up. So as we all know, I do not have what is she doing? No, leave that alone, girl. Coordination. I'm trying to get to the computer. Alright. So, as we all know, let's see, what was I saying? Oh, I haven't been feeling good, but I'm trying to level up. So, my goal is to get to level 200 and also to spread awareness about MS. So, come with me as I go racing. I'm going to go ahead and start off with a car though, just because when the game gets going and when you come out, I like to have a vehicle ready. So I'm going to drive the Karuma today. And I'm still loving this camo outfit and the hair. I think I want that. I don't have the live camera on today because I'm just not feeling like being on camera. But I will tell y'all about my day while I get to my destination. I probably need to pull over so I don't get hit, because they love to do that. But my day today consisted of talking about diet. I've been talking to a few of my MS friends, and one of the things that we have issue with is eating properly. There's a few reasons why. So I'll just talk about that for a while, and then I'm gonna get it racing. I just can't do the music on here. Alright, so start off racing sports in noon. But yeah, a lot of the MS patients, we're talking about why we can't eat the way we need to eat. Sometimes it's that we don't have the energy to go fix the food. Okay, I'm gonna start off with that one. And sometimes we don't have the motivation. A lot of times we don't have the appetite. And what we found is the majority of MS patients will come down with depression, and not eating properly or frequently is a sign of depression as well. So and there's a lot of other ailments that are around that there's eating as an issue. Now for me, I started off being perhaps 100 and I'll say 135. And then progressively over the last month and a half, I've gotten down to 120 pounds. So my doctor was telling me that, you know, I guess that weight is okay, but they don't want it to decrease. So I'm going to try to get more proactive about eating. But honestly, I don't feel like eating. I procrastinated about an hour today on getting a salad made, and finally I did. So that was good. And last couple of days I've been, just drinking my smoothies, or I actually made some raw soup. Now, if you don't know what's going on, this video is really to spread awareness about depression and the effects of eating with depression. I think that it's really easy to, when you have depression, to either overeat or undereat. But it's really good if you can speak with a medical professional so that you can monitor that, because depression is such a serious thing to live with and live through. You have to be proactive about it. You can't just succumb to it, because the voice of depression tells you to succumb to it. The voice of depression says, just give in, give up. You don't care about yourself. The voice of depression really can put you in a bad place, and so you need to have, sound advice. And also, from someone that you trust, which would be a medical professional or a life coach, or just a therapist. Now, the problem with not eating properly is that you lose a lot of nutrition, the nutrition that your body needs to have the energy to do anything. So that's, an issue with not eating. Now, on the other side of it, the issue with overeating from depression is that you can cause yourself to become a diabetic. You can put a lot of strain on your heart. Seriously, if you have any kind of depression issues, you need to get help, and you need to get someone to help monitor your food intake. Now, I was told about meal plans, and so I'm checking into that, because I don't want to have a eating disorder. And like I said, with health awareness, I'll say that one of the things that I suffer from is depression, and when I get depressed, I just don't eat. I really don't eat, and so that's a problem, and I know it's a problem with a lot of other people. And as I've stated, I've spoken with some other patients that have multiple sclerosis, and they have the issue with not eating because a lot of them cannot afford to eat, which is also depressing. Um, and then a lot of them don't have the energy to go in the kitchen and prepare a meal. And a lot of them, so they won't eat. So that's another issue. It's kind of twofold when you're talking about multiple sclerosis and you're talking about depression. Um, those are just, when you're dealing with those two issues, eating is definitely a main concern. So if you know anybody that's dealing with depression, or if you know anyone that's a MS patient, or any kind of patient with a health issue, and they're having some kind of eating issue, help out. Suggest that they get the help that they need, which is professional help. It could be in the form of, like I said, a life coach or a therapist. It could be in the form of a caregiver who will prepare meals for them. And that's if they're not eating or if they are overeating. But it's definitely something that someone that has a disability that's affecting their eating habits, is something that they can't always overcome alone. So just as a friend, just as someone aware now that those are big issues, be proactive and look out and either help them or help them get help. Also realize that a lot of people that have depression or any kind of, let's get off of depression. Let's just say anyone that has eating disorder for whatever reason, sometimes they really don't realize that it's as serious as it is. And so definitely, I was looking at something about anorexia. And I was like, wow, it can really get bad to the point where, because food it helps you think, the right kind of foods. The right kind of foods, because food is for your brain also. So, that is really important to get them help to assist. People with depression or some kind of eating disorder, sometimes they don't realize it. Sometimes they don't want to talk about it. Sometimes they don't, they're in denial. It's a whole bunch of reasons why they wouldn't want to, get in with getting help for it. But it's something that we don't realize. So we've got people out here that are getting really ill, malnutrition, because of illnesses like depression and multiple sclerosis, and they're becoming obese. That's even an issue in with depression and not so much with MS, but I know with depression. And I wanted to really talk about eating disorders more so than the MS or the depression. So any kind of eating disorder, anytime you have, and you can tell if somebody has an eating disorder or if you even have an eating disorder. I know that I'm having issues, like I said, so I am taking precautions. I am getting therapy, and I am trying to, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to eat when my mate eats. So it's like, kind of a community thing. So that's kind of cool. So when I'm around my mate, I can, definitely eat when we go out or whatever. And then I just try to, I eat a lot of raw food. So I have a NutriBullet that I'll make smoothies, and I have like I bought some bananas and some watermelon and some oranges. So I have fruit here and things for salad. So definitely, if you're having a an eating issue, raw foods and salad will help you, especially if you have like overeating issue. At least you're eating healthy. And if you're having an undereating issue, you're getting your nutrition. So it really helps to have like a raw food diet when you're going through any kind of eating thing. And one of my health professionals today mentioned like a not a meal replacer, but like an enhancer. She was talking about Ensure. And the thing about Ensure and me is that I used to like be addicted to Ensure. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And it just, now that I know about ingredients and foods, I just don't want, I like that car. I just don't want to have it, like I don't want to put a lot of poison in my body. So that's something I am struggling with, you know. But I'm open and honest about things and what goes on with health awareness, and everything's, not always gravy, and people don't understand that. So that's really what I wanted to talk about. If you're having a health issue that involves your diet, undereating or overeating, please go get some help. If you see somebody that's going through it, please help them. And God bless. I'm going to keep on leveling up, playing with different cars. I think I just did that one. And I will see y'all later.